and I'm doing an exhibition on endangered animals. Let's go. Polar Bears by Akhilesh. Hello, my name is Akhilesh from 5B. I'm doing an exhibition on endangered animals. My dad gave me this idea, so thank you, Dad. I'm going to talk about an endangered animal called polar bears. Central idea. My central idea plus lines of inquiry. My central idea is human actions determine our natural environments. My lines of inquiry is how do endangered animals affect us? That's change. What can we do to improve things? That's responsibility. Learner profile. My learner profile is knowledgeable and communicator. Knowledgeable because we must be knowledgeable in our learning and that we give good information. Communicator. I picked communicator because I have to inform people about polar bears and why they're endangered. Key concepts. My key concepts is responsibility and connection. I picked responsibility because what are we doing to help them? And connection because how does animal extinction affect us as humans? So how does animals dying affect us in our daily life? ATL. ATL means approaches to learning. My approaches to learning is communication skills. And in that, it's listening and speaking. I picked listening because we must listen to other people's opinion, and speaking because I have to talk and tell people about what's going on with polar bears. My group is sharing the planet because we all got nature and nature is connected to sharing the planet. We all chose different topics but in sharing the planet. The students are Adrian, who's doing about deforestation, Sarah, who's doing about noise pollution, and Ziyu, who's presenting about animal extinction, and Manvi, who's doing about space junk, plus Jalen, who's doing about water pollution. What are polar bears? Polar bears are found in the frozen places of the Arctic, in Canada, Alaska, Greenland, Russia, and Norway. These are seriously big bears. Adult polar bears can measure over 2.5 meters long and weigh over 680 kilograms. Their huge size and weight make them the largest living meat eaters on Earth. Where do polar bears live? Most polar bears can be found in the North Pole. There are some populations south of the Arctic in Hudson Bay of Mount Tibia, Canada. Polar bears live in Alaska, Greenland, Canada, Russia, Greenland, and some northern islands owned by Norway, such as Svalbard. And so the white part is oh accidentally. Okay, so the white part is where the polar bears live, and yeah. Why polar bears are endangered. Polar bears spend over 50% of their time hunting for food because of ongoing likely loss of their sea ice habitat resulting in climate change. The biggest threat to polar bears Arctic-wide. Polar bears were listed as a threatened species in the U.S. under the Endangered Species Act in May 2000. What can we do to prevent polar bears getting endangered or even extinct? They are endangered, but like even more endangered. We can all contribute to reducing climate change because scientists has proven that climate change is causing polar bears dying and therefore to help polar bears and the other species. So what can we do? So what is causing polar bear dying? The release of pollutant gas from burning fossil fuels such as coal and oil. Fossil fuels are burned when we use electricity or drive our cars. And that's how climate change became a thing. So if it's like hot and when you need to use a bike, please use a bike. Because I'll tell you why. I mean, why do we have to save polar bears? I chose my top why I chose my topic. I chose my topic because people think polar bears give us nothing and that they're useless, but actually they're the key to balance the ecosystem. If the ecosystem is unbalanced, then an animal gets extinct like polar bears. Someone joined. Okay, hello. So if an animal dies, like a polar bear, the whole ecosystem can be corrupted and there would be no animals left because ecosystem is a like a food chain. So it is a food chain, I mean. So for my model, I created a polar bear. I made it with cardboard and paint, and I think it was really fun to make. I think I did good, but I should have a background for my polar bear. I would have, but I didn't have that much time to make it. So here's my model. I did have time, but I was working on my PowerPoint. This is my model, and yeah, my action. So for my action, I created a book on polar bears and a poster. I stuck it around the link for this and the school. The link for the book is down below. So I cannot press on the link because I cannot screen share it to you. So yeah, here's a little video of me explaining my poster. Wait, sorry, you can't hear the sound. Wait 1 sec. I'm sorry. Um, Now I think you can hear the sound now. So I'll show you the video one more time. I think now you can hear the sound. Okay, next slide. So this is a book that I made. This is the link to the book that it's in Word. I can't press on it because then you can't see it because I can't screen share it, but here's a video of me explaining it. Explaining my book. I mean. So after that, I so this is probably you already know that I said, but polar bears are classified as marine mammals. Polar bears are actually black, not white. I think you have already heard it. I should have not added it, but yeah, I'll explain this. They can swim constantly for days at times, as well as speeds 60 kilometers an hour. Polar bears can swim for long distance steadily for many hours to get from one piece to another. Their large paws especially adapt for swimming, which they'll use to paddle through the water while holding the back legs like a flat wheel. So yeah, listen to my facts. I think I should have not read it because I already showed you in the book. So survey question 1. Have you ever heard about endangered animals? So the green is yes, maybe is yellow, and no is blue. So the green, a lot of people said yes, little people said no. And yeah, next question. Survey question 2. Do you ever think human actions are a cause to endangered animals? Many people said yes, little people said maybe, and really little people said no. Year 2, do you believe animal extinction affects the ecosystem? A lot of people said yes, a little bit of people said maybe, and really little people said no. So I couldn't get all the data because it was like this type of question that I couldn't say because I told them to write those answers that what they think. So I know you can't see it because it's blurred. I don't know why it's like that, but I tried my best, so sorry. There's no point of me even doing it. But like I'll tell you like an example of a question like uh I can't see like what do you think are the causes of the echo like of polar bears dying and like that, and then they had to write, so I couldn't say like yes or no and put it as graph, so I had to take a video. So yeah, can't see this one. So my exhibition resource sources. So research sources. My website is really little, but I have a lot of photos. So like my link to my photos that I took. So here, Matthias Breder took this photo, and the other one was just anonymous, so couldn't find it. So this was it. And before I say this, I think this expedition journey was really great, and I learned a lot of things. I hope you learned too. And thank you for your contribution. Hope you have a wonderful week. The end. If you want any questions or verbally, you can wait till the end. Or if you have any questions, please write it down in the show conversations. If you want to say verbally, I can. If other people leave, then yeah. Do you have any questions? If you have no questions, you can leave, or if you want to say verbally, uh, yeah. If you want to say verbally, you can unmute your mic, or yeah. Hello?
Akhilesh, this is Anthony in 3A.
Yeah.
I thought you did a fantastic job explaining
Thanks.
the polar bears. Your
Yeah.
information was well organized, and I could tell what your focus was. So thank you for that, because right now we're studying saving the planet, and this gave my students some ideas on what would happen if things were taken away from the polar bears, which upset the ecosystem. So thank you for your information.
You're welcome. Thank you for your contributions. You're welcome to leave because I don't think you guys have any questions, or are you AFK? Because, yeah. Do you have any questions? Like, I gotta go in 3 minutes, so if you have any questions, you may ask. Do you guys have a question?
Hey, Akhilesh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
You did a great job, and no, we don't have questions.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. You did a great job.
Thank you. If you can go if you want, because we have to go in 2 minutes anyways. So bye, Anne Christine. Thank you for watching me. This is the best.